Change is usually a good thing. However, the changes can make some people unrecognizable, and that can be a problem, especially in Hollywood, where a big part of celebrity connection comes from having a famous face. Let's take a closer look at the famous faces whose careers suffered major downturns after getting extreme makeovers. Jennifer Grey. Dirty Dancing star Jennifer Grey stood out in the 1980s because of her nose. When she went under the knife in 1989, her career diminished along with her proboscis. It was such a dramatic difference that even close friends didn't recognize her. Tara Reid. Unfortunately for Reid, when she went under the knife for breast implants and liposuction in 2004, it negatively affected her career as well as her self-esteem, leaving her stomach and nipples disfigured. Reid reversed course in 2006, but the damage to her career limited her to Sharknado. In my American Pie days, everybody was kissing my butt, she told people in 2008. Liza Rinna became virtually unrecognizable after lip fillers gone wrong in the mid-80s. She said, when you change your face, you don't look like yourself. Looking fresher is one thing. I look like a freak. I always said I wouldn't change my face, but I did it. She reportedly got so tired of the scrutiny surrounding her mouth that she went under the knife again in 2016 to shrink her upper lip. Mickey Rourke took a respite from acting in the early 1990s to pursue a boxing career. He won 6 out of 6 matches but paid a steep price with his once devastatingly handsome face. He underwent a series of plastic surgeries to try to correct the results of his injuries, but the outcome hurt his prospects in Hollywood. Ashley Simpson. In July 2006, Simpson appeared on the cover of Mary Color preaching self-acceptance. Everyone is made differently, and that's what makes us beautiful and unique. She told the mag, I want girls to look in the mirror and feel confident. It's a great message, except soon after the issue hit newsstand, she was spotted with a brand new nose. Hypocritical much. Medical editor Jonah Coles revealed that the mag received thousands of letters about Simpson not practicing what she preaches. Lil Kim. In a 2005 interview, Kim did admit to getting a nose job, then to getting another rhinoplasty after suffering a broken nose at the hands of an abusive ex-boyfriend, but she denied getting any other work done. Experts, however, disagree. It's clear that there has been some skin bleaching. She's probably used chemicals which contain very high doses of acids on her face, combined with high acid creams to lighten her skin. Plastic surgeon Dr. Jennifer Levin, who hasn't treated Lil Kim, told us weekly she could have had Botox injections under the jaw for a more chiseled look, and in case it's not obvious, Kim probably had filler injected into her cheeks. Meg Ryan. A plastic surgeon told Hollywood Live the most obvious thing that she had done is some sort of filler to her cheek. When she smiles, all of that filler moves up and makes her eyes look smaller. The reason she looks masculine is because of the placement of the volume in her cheeks. He continued, it's very possible that she has some sort of rhinoplasty. There's definitely volume in her lips as well. She had too much Botox in the forehead. Doctor added that her face shape and texture also appeared different, raising the possibility of laser resurfacing. It contributed to her stepping away from Hollywood. Melanie Griffith's career peaked in 1988 with her Oscar nomination for Working Girl. Unfortunately, she started going under the knife circa the late 90s, according to the Daily Mail, supposedly opting for procedures to her lips and possibly a facelift. The results did not restore her natural beauty. Joan Van Ark. Her appearance seems to have drastically changed over the years. This may be due to quite a bit of plastic surgery. Maybe she's had at least one facelift, if not two, causing her neckline and jawline to look tight. Her forehead is smooth and wrinkle-free, a possible consequence of a brow lift and Botox. Dr. Antonian, who hasn't treated Van Ark, told the National Enquirer. Yan said her skin may be due to multiple chemical peels and laser treatments, along with injection of filler and Botox. Overall, I'd recommend she continue taking care of her skin, but consider stopping invasive treatments. Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson boasts that she's the world's first supermodel, but there isn't much of the world's first supermodel left. The brunette beauty admitted to having a facelift, tummy tuck, facial fillers, and botched breast implants. They all cost her. Dickinson filed for bankruptcy in 2013, rather online reported, much of it allegedly out to cosmetic surgeons. Luckily for Dickinson, was erased a year later. There are other celebrities who did plastic surgery that I'll show in the future in my channel if you agree. So subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be the first. Which celebrities did you like before surgery?